Okay, welcome to the school for everyone. In this video today, we're gonna do College Panda SAT Math practice test number 2. So, without any further ado, let's go. So let's do section 3 first. So again, section 3 have 25 questions. 25 minutes for 20 questions. So that's more than a minute for each question. Alright. So let's do number 1. Alright. So okay, I gotta open the work and the paint. Okay. So which of these expression is not equal to AB plus AB times C plus D? Okay, so easily see AB times C plus D is equal to ABC plus ABD, and any variation of this like a recombination, rearrangement gonna works unless it gives us the wrong answer. And let's check. Number A is ABD plus ABC, so it's just the exchange of the two numbers, so it's still the same. AB times D plus C is just the communicate. It's a commutative law of addition inside the bracket, so just a communicative law. So it's the same. So and C is just a communicative law for multiplication outside of the bracket. So the only answer left is D, because you see in D we are missing the factor A in the second term. Alright. 2. At the movie theater, an adult ticket is $10 and a bag of popcorn is $6. Okay, just wait me a little bit. I have to open the answer as well. So yeah. Otherwise I could be wrong, right? So yeah, answer ready and get answer ready too. Alright, let's see where it is. Alright, so number 2. Okay, an adult ticket costs $10 and a bag of popcorn is $6. If a group of adults bought tickets to a movie and for bags of popcorns, okay, what expression could be used to determine how much in total the group spent in dollars? Alright, I have. Okay. So because we don't know how many adults, so if the number of people is X, then it's 10X for adult tickets, and 4 bags of popcorn, which is 4 times 6, right? So it's just 10X plus 24, right? So the answer should be B. Alright, so number 3. Okay, xy equal to 5. So now, if x is equal to 0, and which of these following cannot be a value for x, which means that if you plug in x into the equation of xi equal to 5, x multiplied by y equal to 5, then if you plug the value for x in, then the equality will not be satisfied. In this case, if x equal to 0, then x times y is gonna be equal to 0 times y, which is always 0. So it's not, which is always different from 5, right? Different from 5. So the answer should be C. Sorry. Alright, number 4. Okay, so in the figure above, AB equal to AC and C is 50 degree. What is the value of A? Okay, because AB, okay, so AB equal to AC, so this is an isosceles triangle, and it's you know, and B equal to C because those were the base angle of the isosceles triangle. So number 4, well, you know, the figure not going to be drawn exactly, so you have to imagine, right? So because AB equal to AC, so which means B angle B gonna equal to angle C, which means the measurement B is also equal to C. Okay, so so A gonna be equal to 180 minus B minus C, but because B is equal to C, so that just means 180 minus 2B, right? Which is 2C. Sorry, because they given a C, so it's 180 minus 2 times 50, which is 80, right? So it's D. Okay. All right. Number 5. Barbara has $X in her doll collections. Force D. Sorry, force D here. So Barbara has $X in her doll collection. If Barbara has half as many doll as Tanya does, and Tanya has Y doll, okay, so which equation must be true? Okay, so because Tanya has half as many, so it's X equal to a half of Y, right? Because it's a half of Y. Barbara has half as many doll as Tanya, so X is a half of Y, so that means that Y equal to 2X. So the answer should be C, right? So because X is a half of Y, so Y should be 2X, right? Okay. Number 6. Okay. Number 6. Okay, so we are given a quadratic equation. So 2x squared minus 6x plus 2 equal to 0. Okay, so in any case, if this equation or any quadratic equation at all have a solution, so ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0 if they have if the equation has solution x1 and x2. Well, whether or not x1 and x2 are the same or different, we always have x1 plus x2 is equal to minus b over a, and x1 times x2 gonna be equal to c over a, and that's is called Vieta theorem. So it's called Vieta theorem. So so in this case, x1 plus x2 gonna be minus b over a, which is minus 6 over a, which is 2, which is 3. The answer is 3. So it should be D. And let us check if we are right. Okay, so let's see. 1 is D, correct. 2 is B, also correct. 3 is C, okay. 4 is D, okay, that's very good. 4 is D. And 5C and 6D. 5C and 6D. 5C and 6D. So that's all awesome. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's move on to question 7. Okay, so here you can look at all the answer again before we moving on. interval 1 to 6. Alright, so let's move on to question 7 to 10. Okay, 7. Okay, this is a let's go a compound function, I think so. A compound function, I don't know if I know the exact terminology. Okay, so number 7. So fx is 2x cubed minus 1 and gx equal to x squared plus 3. So they ask us to calculate f of g1. Okay, so first of all we have to calculate g1 first. G1, so which means that is everything where there is x, we're gonna replace this with 1. So g1 is actually equal to 4. Okay, so now f of g1 is just actually f4, right? Because g1 is equal to 4, right? So it's 2 times 4 cubed minus 1. So 4 cubed. So I believe is 127, 127, 127. So it should be D. Okay. Alright. So we have to calculate g1 first, and g1 is equal to 4. We just plug 1 into g, and then with f of g1 we just replace g1 with 4, and we're gonna plug 4 into fx, right? Whereas we just plug 4 into f. Okay. Alright. So I think 7 is B. Number 8. Okay. So for these type of problems we have to do a trick. So a system of equation. So ax plus 4y equal to 14, and 5x plus 7y is equal to 8. So for this system of equation we have to do a trick. I want to do a trick like this. I want to make the y the coefficient for y the same, and then we're gonna consider a system. Okay, so the least common multiple of 4 and 7 is 28. The least common multiple of 4 and 7 is just 28, because the co-primes 4 and 7 are co-primes. So we're gonna try to get 48 of y. So 7. So we're gonna do like this: 7 times ax plus 4y equal to 14 times 7. So and down here 4 times, well, you know, one side we multiply two sides by 7, and one equation we multiply two sides by 4. 7y equal to 4 times 8. So this is 7 times 14. Okay. Alright. So now that's our system of equation. So 7ax plus 28y equal to how much? 84, I guess. No, 84, not 84. So 7 times 4 is no, 7 times 4 is 28, and 17, so it's 98, and 20x plus 28y equal to 32. Okay, so we want this system to have no solution. Okay, so now let's subtract. So subtract from these. So we have to, I want to take the upper, subtract the above. So we have that 7a minus 20 ax is equal to 66. And for this system to have no solution at all, no solution, for this system to have no solution at all, you know, if one side is equal to 0, so if one side is equal to 0 and the other side is not equal to 0, then this system will have no solutions, right? Which I mean is that if we make this side over here equal to 0, and 66 is obviously different from 0, so so system will not have a equation, not have a solution, right? So because 7a, if 0 times x is obviously different from 66, right? So this system will have no solution if and only if 7a minus 20 equal to 0, and which is mean a equal to 20 over 7. So it is a. Okay, I hope that's clear, and here's how you solve it. Okay, so you're gonna multiply and gonna subtract. So it's a. I'll show it again. Here. Okay, let's do number 9 on this side, so you can actually copy number 8 down. Okay, number 9. Okay, so I gonna, okay, so it's gonna be like this, green screen. So oh, that's number 8. Please copy down number 8. So we can move on to number 9. Okay, number 9. Okay, number 9. But I also want to check. We haven't checked for the answer yet. Okay, so let's check the answer for number 8. So I think number 8 is A, and 8 is A indeed here. 8 is A indeed. So 8 is A indeed. The way to solve it is different, but it is A. Okay, it is A. Number 9. Okay, so number 9, I'm gonna have to draw a picture there. So I'm gonna print screen and return. I'm gonna paste it down here. Okay. Alright. So let's look at number 9. Okay. Here the graph. So this is y equal to mx plus b. Okay. So if L is okay, here's L, and we have to show n, right? N here. So perpendicular, I'm gonna draw by red. So it's something like this. So this is n. So this n. So this is n, and n has equation y equal to mx plus b. So you can see clearly that. You can see clearly from this slope that this is a positive slope, right? So now it should be B. So now it should be B. You know, I think now it's B. So I think now it's B. And let's do 10. Okay, so 30 minutes is a half of an hour, and she's reading for 4 hours. So expect every 30 minutes. So x time 4 divided by 0.5, because 30 minutes is half an hour, and y time 15 minutes for 5 hours. So it's 5 divided by 0.25, right? Because 50 minutes is a fourth of an hour, so that's eventually equal to 8x plus 20y, right? So 10 should be B as well, right? Let's check. So 9 is B and 10 is B. 9 is B and 10 is B indeed. Okay. 9 is B and 10 is B indeed. Okay. Nine is B and 10 is also B. Alright. Alright. Let's move on to number 11. Okay, so let's continue from number 10 onward. So 10 is B, 8x plus 20y, because of the explanation is underneath here. So the answer for 10 is B. Alright. Okay, so let's move on to number 11, okay? Okay, so Victor wants to sell 3 watches, each is the same price. Okay, so number 11. So if each of the price is P, then Victor get 3P, because each of the price is P. Okay, so each is the same price. After negotiating with the customer, however, he ends up selling on the 30%. Okay, so 3P because it's P plus P plus P. P for price because all 3 watches are the same price. Okay, so that's the first thing. After negotiating with the customer, he ended up selling on a 30% discount. Okay, so 30% discount, which is mean 0.3, right? P, right? So the first one get into P minus 0.3P, right? The second one a 20% discount, so P minus 20% discount, 0.2P, and the last one is 10% discount, so P minus 0.1P. Okay, and this is equal to $240. Okay, so they asked how much money did he lost by giving a discount. So okay, so now you can see that his originally he got $3P, but now he only get 240 because he made a discount. So now so originally he got 3P, but now he only get 240 because he has a discount. So there's gonna be a reduction there. Okay, so so let's solve for P by this equation. So that's 0.7P plus 0.8P plus 0.9P equal to 240. Okay, so anyway, the loss gonna be 3P minus 240. Okay, so whatever P is, so because we have to take the original money divide minus 240 because that's the actual price, actual sale, right? So 0.7 plus 0.8 plus 0.9 is actually 2.4. P is equal to 240, so easily we can solve for P, which is 100 So loss is 3p minus 240, which is 3 times 100, which is 300 minus 240, which is $60. So the limit is B. Okay, 12. Okay, I'm a little bit out of breath. So x squared plus kx plus 9 is equal to x plus a whole square, which is x squared plus 2ax plus a squared. So we have a system of equation here. Is that kx, because you can see everything has x here. So kx is equal to 2ax. Kx equal to 2ax means k equal to 2a, and at the same time 9 equal to a squared. Okay, 9 is equal to a squared. So we also have a note here that k is bigger than 0, and also a is bigger than 0 because k and a are positive constant, bigger than 0. So we can easily solve for a is equal to 3, and therefore k is equal to 6. Okay, so 12 C. 11 is B, 12 is C. Okay. Okay, let's try number 13. 13. The length of different sides of a triangle are 3 different prime numbers. If 2 of the sides have length 3 and 1, are 3 and 11s, which of the following could be the length of the third side? Okay, so now we have to know the triangle inequality to solve these exercises. So we have to consider triangle inequality. So for a triangle with 3 sides A, B, and C, well, 0, A, and B, C are random real number, then we have A plus B is always bigger than C, and at the same time A minus B is always smaller than C. Okay, so same thing, B plus C is always bigger than A. You know, you can change the order if necessary, and B minus C is also bigger than smaller than A. So similar thing with B, right? So A plus C is actually bigger than B, and that's triangle inequality, and A minus C is always smaller than B. Okay, so that's triangle inequality. So in a concise form, let's write it in the more condensed form like this. It's going to be all the same, but I'm going to write it in a more condensed form, okay? But the inequality is the same, but we're going to use a more condensed form, okay? So we write everything into one inequality, so it's easier for us to represent. So C is between the difference and the sum of A and B. A is between the difference and sum of B and C, and B is between the difference and sum of A and C. Okay? So with the notion, we know that that's the third side. Let's go with X. Third side. So third side. Let's go with X. So we know that X is gonna be between 11 minus 3, and it's gonna be between 11 plus 3. So that means that 8 is smaller than X and smaller than 14, right? So in this case, the answer is only number A valid, right? Only number A valid. So I mean only number 2 valid. Okay, sorry, only number 2 valid. So only number 2 valid because 7 is off the range. 17 is also of the range, so I think 13 is B. I think 13 is B. Okay, so let's check it later. Okay, I think 30 is B. It's probably B. I don't think I'm wrong. Okay, so let's check it later. Number 14. So number 14. Okay, so ax plus half y is equal to 16, and 4x plus 3y is equal to 8. So they want this to have no solution. Okay, what is the value of a? Okay, let's transform this system first. Okay, let's transform this system first. So let's multiply, because here we have 3y, so 3y here, so I want this thing to have it be 3y, because a half times 6 is 3, so we're gonna multiply both sides of the equation 1 with 6. Okay, with 6. So now 1 is, okay, so we multiply this thing times this side by 6. Okay, and also we multiply this side by 6. It's not 1, it's 6. Okay, that's 6 that way. Okay, so let's just write on here so we don't have any confusion. So just put on here, on the, let's put on the front so we don't have any confusion. Okay, so here we have 6ax plus 3y equal to, okay, I believe it's 96, right? Okay, and it's now it's the transformation of equation 1. Okay, these two equation 1 are equivalent because it's just a simple multiplication, and I just put the 6 here so we can retain our consistency. Okay, now we're gonna keep the equation 2 the same. So 4x plus 3y equal to 8, right? So we're gonna take 1 and minus for 2 both sides, and we got that 6a minus 4x. Okay, so 3y's minus 3y gonna be cancel, right? Gonna cancel each other. So this is gonna be 88 on the right side, right? Because 3y are cancelled, 3y are cancelled. So for this system, for the system to have no solution. Okay, so this thing has to produce a paradox, right? If this equation produces a paradox, then the system of equation gonna have no solution at all, right? So well, this is if and only if. So this if and only if 0x is equal to 88, right? And this means that 6a minus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, a is equal to 2/3, right? So 14 is a. 14 is a, and let's try 15. Okay. Let's try 15. So that's a solution for 14. Okay, so 50. Okay, so 27 to the power of 81 is equal to 3 to the power of x. This means that 3 to the power of 3 over to the power of 81 is 3 to the power of x, and we have the equation of a to the power of m or to the power of n is just equal to a to the power of m times n, right? So in this case, it's just 3 to the power of 81 times 3, right? Because of the equation, right? Because of the equation here. So 3 to the power of x, and therefore this is 3 to the power of 2 243. Yeah, it's equal to 3 to the power of x, so x equal to 243. Alright, so the answer is actually D. Okay, let's check from 11 to 15, then we can move on. Okay, so 11 is B. Okay, correct. 12 is C. Okay, also correct. Okay, 13 is B. Alright, triangle inequality. Okay, so 14 is A. 14 is A. Is A. 14 is A. 2/3, 2/3, and 15 is D. So x equal to 243. So that's correct. Let's move on to number 16. Okay. All right. Number 16. Okay, so number 16, I think I'm gonna copy this image in. So okay, Control V here. Okay, so number 16 here. Alright, so okay, so we know that this angle is x. So this angle is x because they are two opposite angle, right? So the angle is in red here. This angle in red is also x because they are opposite angle. So here, this angle is x, right? Okay, so because here 16 here, because m is parallel to n, and at the same time r is perpendicular. Okay, that's perpendicular, that plus is perpendicular to n, therefore r is also perpendicular to n, to m, right? Oh, you know, this should be m, right? So r is perpendicular to m. Perpendicular, I'm gonna use another side, which is okay. I just use perpendicular like this, and so r. But we're gonna have to do addition later, so maybe I'm gonna use another symbol, which is perpendicular, which is which symbol I wanna use. I'm gonna use which symbol? Okay, I'm gonna use. Okay, that symbol, that's perpendicular. So so because m is parallel to n, r is perpendicular to m, so r is also have to be perpendicular to n. So this is perpendicular. So this is perpendicular. Okay, so so we're gonna denote perpendicular here. Okay, so now we see the triangle here. it's a square triangle, right? Because they're perpendicular, right? So we know that in a triangle, the sum of two acute angles gonna be 90 degrees. So we know that x plus y has to be 90 degrees because of the perpendicular, right? Because there's a perpendicular and right angle here. So in the right angle triangle, the two acute angles sum must be 90. So x plus y must be 90, right? So y equal to 2x. So x plus 2x is 90. So 3x is equal to 90. So x equal to 30. So y equal to 2x, which is 60. Okay. So number 16, the answer is 60. Okay. Number 16, the answer is 60. Let's check. Number 16 is 60 indeed. Okay. 60 indeed. Alright, 60. So 16 is 60, and that's the answer. Alright. Okay, let's do 17. Let's do 17. So please take a screenshot or copy this down. Let's do 17. Let's do item 17. What is that? Let's see. A salad dressing supplier ensure that 7.5 ounce salad dressing every container. Alright. How many containers would require to hold 150 ounce of salad dressing? So 16 is 60. 17 is 7.5 ounce is equivalent with one container. So 150 ounce. So this is just equivalent with, just 150 divided by 7.5, which is 20 container. Okay, so it's 20. Okay. Number 18 and 17 is 20 indeed. It's 20 indeed. So it's 16 and 20. Okay. Number 18. Alright, so 1/2 of x minus 1/3 of x is equal to 1 plus 1/2. Okay, so this is 3 over 6, right? Because this half is 3 over 6 of x minus 2 over 6 of x. This is equal to 3/3. 3 over 2. 3 over 2 because there's 2 over 2 plus 1 over 2 is 3 over 2, right? So that is 1 over 6 of x equal to 3 over 2. So we multiply 6 for both sides, right? 6 times 3 over 2, and that is 1/6 of x. So on the left side we have x, on the right side we have 9. So 9. The answer for number 18 is 9. Okay. So number 19. Okay, so number 19, we have to look at the table. If they give it x, we can find f in gx, and if it is they give it gx and fx, we can find back for x. So we know that gm equal to 6. So here correspondingly 6 corresponding with m equal to 3. So m is equal to 3, right? Because you just call back from this column here. So so 6 here corresponding to x equal to 3, and the m going to replace x. So fm is equal to now f3. So it's 5. So 19 is 5. Okay. Alright. Let's check number 20. Okay, so we don't have a quadratic equation. X squared minus 5x plus c is now equal to 0, and as we have mentioned before, it has two solutions according to the theorem. X1 plus x2 1 equal to minus b over a, and x1 times x2 1 be equal to c over a. Okay, so in this case they let x1 equal to minus 3. So x1 so x2 wanna be equal to c over a all divided by x1, right? So in this case, okay, we don't know what we know. So in this case, we know a equal to 1, b equal to minus 5, right? So, and we don't know c. Okay, so we have to find out x2. Okay, but we know that so we have to find out x2. Okay, so we don't know that, but we know that x1 plus x2 is minus b over a. So minus b over a is just minus of minus 5 over a is 1, so that's 5. Okay, so x2 is just 5 minus x1, so that's 5 minus 3 is equal to 8. Okay. So this is 8. So this is 8. So let's check for number I don't know, I think it's 8 because so it is 8. That's easy. It is 8 indeed. But let's check other questions. So let's check number 16 is 60. Okay, that's correct. 17 is 20, which is also correct. 18 is 9. 19 is 5 here. 18 is 9. 18 is 9 here. 19 is 5 here. And for the last one, 20 is 8. 20 is 8. Okay. So it is 8 indeed. So I think that's the end of this video. So thank you very much for listening. So if you have any requests on which one you want me to do, please comment in the comment section down below, and I'm gonna prepare that test and I'm gonna explain it to you. Okay, so thank you very much for joining in. Have a good day. Goodbye. So yeah.